What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your go-to source for all things Dallas Cowboys. I'm Dave, and today we're diving into a topic that's been on everyone's mind lately, Trey Lance. Do the Cowboys really know what they have in him? And where do they go from here? But before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, and your support is crucial to us. Help us reach that goal by subscribing today. Every single subscription makes a difference. Let's face it, Cowboys Nation, the Trey Lance situation is one of the more intriguing storylines as we head into the new season. As a former third overall pick, Lance was supposed to be the next big thing for the San Francisco 49ers. But things didn't exactly go as planned, did they? Injuries derailed his progress, and before you knew it, the 49ers moved on, leaving Lance in a peculiar spot. So, what does this mean for the Cowboys? Let me ask you this, do you think the Cowboys truly know what they have in Trey Lance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, vote in our poll on whether you think Lance could still develop into a starting quarterback. Mike McCarthy, a man who knows his quarterbacks, saw something in Lance that made him want to bring him to Dallas. Maybe it was the raw potential, maybe it was the flashes of brilliance Lance showed in college, or maybe it was the challenge of developing a player who's been overlooked. Whatever the reason, McCarthy is now tasked with unlocking Lance's potential. But let's be real, Cowboys Nation, does anyone really know what's inside that safe? In the preseason, we saw Lance in action for nearly 3 full games. There were moments where he showed growth, flashes of what made him a top pick, but there were also moments that reminded us why he hasn't yet secured a starting role in the NFL. So, where do we go from here? Should the Cowboys invest more time in developing Lance, or is it time to cut their losses? I want to hear from you. Comment below with your take on Trey Lance's future with the Cowboys. Do you think he could eventually push Cooper Rush for the backup spot, or is this just a short-term experiment? Let's get a discussion going. The reality is, if Dak Prescott stays healthy, knock on wood, Lance might not see the field at all this season. And in the unfortunate event that Dak does miss time, it's Cooper Rush who will likely step in, just like he did last season. So where does that leave Lance? Most likely, he's riding the bench, and unless something drastic happens, we won't see him take another snap until next preseason, if he's even still with the Cowboys by then. Now, here's a question for you, Cowboys Nation. Would you be willing to bring Lance back next season if it means he takes a minimum deal to stay in Dallas? Or should the Cowboys start looking for another developmental quarterback? Cast your vote in our community poll and let's see where everyone stands on this. The praise Lance has received from Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys front office has been consistent, but actions speak louder than words. If the Cowboys were fully confident in Lance's abilities, wouldn't he be the clear-cut backup by now? Instead, it feels like we're in a holding pattern, waiting to see what, if anything, Lance can become. And that's a tough spot to be in for both the player and the team. What do you think, Cowboys Nation? Does Lance just need more time, or have we seen enough to make a decision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video if you're enjoying the discussion so far. Looking ahead, it's hard to envision a scenario where Lance gets significant playing time this season. Cooper Rush has firmly established himself as the backup, and as long as he's healthy, that's not likely to change. So what's the plan for Lance? Do the Cowboys keep him around as a potential QB2 for 2025, or do they cut ties and move on? Let's hear from you. Should the Cowboys keep Lance around for another season to see if he can develop into a reliable backup? Or is it time to move on and find someone new? Share your thoughts in the comments and be sure to vote in our poll on Lance's future with the team. As we wrap up, remember to subscribe to Cowboys News TV if you haven't already. We're closing in on 11,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of our growing community. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with all the latest Cowboys news and analysis, and you'll be helping us reach our goal. Now, let's talk about Rico Dowdle. The Cowboys made some significant moves this offseason, bringing back Ezekiel Elliott and adding Pro Bowler Dalvin Cook to the practice squad. These moves have naturally sparked a lot of conversation, but what might surprise you is that Rico Dowdle isn't fazed by these additions. Despite the stiff competition, Dowdle is laser-focused on becoming a key player in the Cowboys' backfield this year. Dowdle's confidence is rooted in something deeply personal: his family. When asked if the presence of Zeke and Cook added any extra motivation, Dowdle had this to say: "It's not any extra motivation. I've got 2 kids. That's all the motivation I need. I've got 2 little girls." It's a refreshing perspective, especially in a league where competition can be cutthroat. Dowdle is clear that his motivation goes beyond the field. He's playing for his family, and that's a driving force that no external factor can replicate. But let's not overlook the significance of having players like Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook around. Dowdle acknowledges their experience, but he's not intimidated. It's nice having a guy like Dalvin come in, and Zeke and those guys have been in the Pro Bowl. It's a lot of experience. "I just take it all in and go out there and continue to do what I do," he said. This attitude shows a maturity and focus that could be crucial for Dowdle as he looks to carve out his role. Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Is Rico Dowdle right to focus on his internal motivation, or do you think the addition of Zeke and Cook should be a bigger factor in his mindset? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to vote in our poll. Who do you think will be the standout running back for the Cowboys this season? Now, let's dig a little deeper into Dowdle's career so far. Since joining the Cowboys in 2020, Dowdle's journey has been anything but smooth. He's missed 31 games, primarily due to injury, including the entire 2021 season with a hip injury, and 12 games in 2022 due to an ankle issue. But last year, things started to look up. Dowdle missed just 1 game, and as he puts it, "I probably could have played. So I was pretty healthy last year." This year, he's determined to stay on the field, knowing that availability is the best ability. Dowdle's commitment to staying healthy is clear, but how does he plan to make his mark with so much competition? According to him, it's all about versatility. "With running backs, the more you can do, the better," Dowdle explained. He knows that being a 3-down back is his ticket to more playing time. When you can catch the ball out of the backfield, run routes, and also run the ball well, it's hard to take you off the field. "I want to be a 3-down back in the NFL," he added. This mindset is critical, especially with the dynamic changes the Cowboys are experiencing in their running game. So, Cowboys Nation, here's a question for you. Do you believe Rico Dowdle has what it takes to become a 3-down back for the Cowboys? Could he be the player who steps up and takes charge in our backfield, or do you see another name rising to the occasion? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to participate in our vote on this very topic. Your opinion is what drives the conversation here on Cowboys News TV. As we look ahead to the season, there's no doubt that Dowdle's journey will be one to watch. The addition of experienced players like Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook certainly adds layers to the Cowboys' running back depth, but Dowdle's unique combination of personal motivation and professional determination could set him apart. He's not just competing for a spot on the team, he's playing for his family, and that's a powerful motivator. Before we wrap up today's discussion, let's recap. Rico Dowdle is entering the 2024 season with a renewed focus on health and versatility. He's motivated by his role as a father and is determined to prove that he can be a reliable 3-down back for the Cowboys. With the competition heating up, especially with Zeke and Cook in the mix, Dowdle's ability to stay healthy and perform consistently will be crucial. What are your final thoughts, Cowboys Nation? Will Dowdle's personal motivation be enough to carry him through a challenging season? Do you think he has what it takes to outshine his competition? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it insightful. As always, thank you for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We're thrilled to have you as part of our community, and we're so close to reaching our goal of 11,000 subscribers. Your subscription is more than just a number, it's a sign of your support and love for the Cowboys. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, enable the notification bell, and join us on this exciting journey. We've got a lot more content coming your way, from player profiles to game previews and all the latest news as the Cowboys gear up for another action-packed season. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, go Cowboys!